Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm back. We're back. You don't know me, I'm Noble Crumpet. I'm a PNG variety streamer with a focus on tabletop games, art, and video games. And we're here for our Sunday Genesis RPG campaign, which is from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Let's get on in. Let's unmute our friends here. Alright, welcome in everybody. You're unmuted.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello!
Beep
boop. Beep boop. Harrison will not be here today, so we won't have Anali playing, but there'll be an autopilot.
Half the chat leaves.
Half the chat leaves. So, does anybody want to regale us with what happened last time?
No. We got caught.
Captain's log, supplemental.
I blame Trazier.
So we encountered, entered a new space. It encountered a space anomaly along with two ships that we could not detect. We chose one at random. It was the one that was not scanning, and it was the Winnowing bomber. Supposedly alone, which is very weird. And the other ship that we encountered was Thraz's old pirate buddy, quote unquote.
Yep, John Zergo, smuggler extraordinaire, and a Rigellan, which apparently are lizard people.
Not an extra.
Yeah, not an extra, even though they do kind of look like one, so I see how you got that. Oh, you guys also escaped the wormhole. That was at least a bit of an encounter. But now, you guys hijacked Jun Zergo's probes to find the hiding quarry in the middle of that nebula that was blocking normal scans. However, they'd become aware of your presence due to, well, the amount of threat that had accumulated on you guys. So now they are making a break for it, and Jun Zergo is chasing after it in his Magma Gorgon, which is a destroyer-class Muat vessel, and you guys are there too. So, let's...
Well, we're here too.
We're here.
You're here too. So, let's roll for some initiative. Let's clear out this initiative order. Move all turns. Alright. Now, you guys were all technically aware of each other, so I think this is a cool check, if I recall correctly.
So we're doing by character, not vehicle?
Yep, by character. The vehicle goes when the pilot says go. Ooh, Nolly's the pilot, huh?
I can take over.
Well, Nolly could also just go where you want them to go. That gives you guys an extra turn.
Yeah, okay.
I'll roll for Nolly for their cool check. Which does need to be using the NPC or the initiative modifier.
In the weapons, talents, and powers.
Yeah. Okay, there's another PC slot. And also roll for a few minions.
Wrong button. Apologies.
Oh, okay.
We're all rolling this, right?
Just rolled it.
Yeah, everybody's rolling.
I guess I failed initiative.
Alright. Well, did everybody
roll?
roll?
Did you roll it from the weapons, talents, and powers?
Yeah, it needs to say initiative cool, not cool.
Okay. That's better.
Nice.
Wait, do you have 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we have all of them.
Okay.
Descending order. Alright, it looks like the NPC gets to go first. Alright.
And then
How the fuck do we play this game again? Alright.
we're in a PC sandwich.
We're in a PC sandwich. I mean, at least it isn't like PCs and then NPCs like it has been for every initiative thus far.
Right.
So, let's see. Well, Jun Zergo's going to be the Actually, I'm gonna have the minions be the operators, I think. So they are going to accelerate. So they're gonna change their speed from 1 to 2 or 0 to 1. No, 0 to 2. We'll go 0 to 2. I'm gonna use the green bar on top to dictate their speed. You guys also have a green bar on top, which is from 0 to 4, I think, because that's your top speed.
Yeah, we are currently at 0, I believe.
Alright, and then they're going to move on in here. And I'm facing them all to the left, under the assumption that we are in a chase scene, so you guys will all move together, depending on who has the, higher speed.
I guess
But-
there's a relativistic thing.
Yeah. So they are moving 2 spaces inward, which only allows them to cross one line, but they're going to end there, I think. Accelerate is accelerate an action for vehicles?
Probably.
No. I'm going to bring up the vehicles thingy. There we go, and I'll show it to players too. Accelerate is a maneuver. What else can they do? Let's do leadership, the fire discipline thing. So
Okay.
let's have them do a leadership check. I'm gonna have them use coercion instead. And difficulty 3. Okay. He starts barking orders at people, which did succeed. So what that's going to do... Next crew member gets +1 boost to their next gunnery check, +1 ally per 2 successes. So that's 2 successes, so they can target 2 allies. They'll target, well, I mean, they only have 1 set of minions, so I guess that's all they're gonna do. Alright, but the minions have a boost. Whew! Okay, we're remembering how to play. Who wants the first PC action? Should we get Nolly to start moving the ship?
Probably.
I think
That's
so,
probably
yes.
good.
Alright. So, also I need to give them some system strain. Alright, how far do you want Nolly to accelerate?
Anything to max... Probably anything to maximize intercepting in between, so...
Okay, well they can accelerate, I believe, as much as they want, but you're going to suffer system strain equal to 1 minus the number of steps. So you could go all the way up to 4 if you wanted to, but you'll take 3 strain for the
Yeah,
ship.
we're already at an 8, right?
Yep.
What do you think, Yang? Like, maybe like... Okay, how much does Zergo
He
accelerate?
accelerated 2.
Should we go 3, just to keep up?
That's probably good.
I'm good with that, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you guys will take 2 system strain for
Use
that
accelerating
heat.
3. Getting that heat. And then, I guess move forward. So you'll move forward 1, 2, and then I guess a half. There is a reposition action, isn't there?
There's an action...
Yeah, it's another maneuver. Okay. In which case, Nolly will probably take their second action to do another maneuver so they can move another space. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool beans. Next PC action. Who wants to go?
Can I like just try to hack their systems since we've already established I could hack their probes?
Yeah, there's an action for hacking systems. Hacking enemy systems is a computer's check, difficulty 3, to compromise the target's defenses for 1 round per success, and inflict system strain on them. If you get a triumph, you can damage one of their weapons, or, turn it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hack them then.
Alright. You use your ship's computers and start sending viruses out to them
So just you got this difficulty set up, and this is against my computers, right?
Yep, difficulty is set.
Are there any setback dice to it?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Seriously?
Oh no.
I had 3 yellows, and I just rolled a complete dog shit. Okay.
But you had setback. Oh no.
No,
Fuck.
it was just real bad luck.
Story
Bad
point?
dog.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna
Roll
have.
the ones on the d8s essentially, or what are these?
Okay, I'm gonna say that they're gonna get a boost, another boost die to their next check, because that's something I can spend the threat on. So you have hacked into their systems, and they have discovered your presence, and they're using this as like a reverse engineering thing to target onto your ship a bit better with their computers. All right, that was your action. Any maneuvers? Probably not a ton of maneuvers in this, other than
I think
assisting.
you can I think I'll just assist with next check.
All right, you assist the next person. Who's the next person?
This might be. So we're just basically racing them to this skimmer, right?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to
Okay.
give the skimmer turns. We gotta roll for them.
Oh,
I'll
I thought
do that.
was the NPC.
No, that's. They have 2 NPC slots, but I'll just add another slot at the bottom of the round, maybe. That
Sure.
seems good.
Okay.
Sure.
I was under the impression that the other ship had it.
Maybe I'll jump into one of the called the
Consoles?
defensive beam turret and shoot.
That sounds good to me.
All right, sick.
Okay.
All right,
hold
so
on.
I just copy and paste my character name and
That should be accurate.
put it in.
The difficulty is. Let's see. You're at. At 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you're at a pretty far range from them, counting the long distance stuff. This is going to be difficulty 4.
All right. Can I use a story point to just bring on my wisdom of
Yeah, you can. Sorry, I just
my
clicked the
wisdom
button.
of previous combat airship knowledge?
Sure. You don't have
Who
to say
knows?
that particular one every time.
Oh, all right. It's the only one I can ever think of.
So I'll add an upgrade to your check.
All right. Did you already hit it for me, or do you want me to?
No, I can't really hit it for you.
All right.
Well, I can, but it takes a lot more clicks. All right.
Sorry.
So you've upgraded your check. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I need to check their defenses. Their ship. Their ship has defense 2, so I do need to add 2 setback dice. All right. Now you are good to go.
See if this works.
Also,
Yeah.
does the dance thing give any
find
boost, or
character.
something? Is it
Oh, yeah,
for
you have a-
Feel the sheet.
I have a boost. That's good because I didn't have the boost. Now I have the boost. So let's check why it can't find your.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
I put in my full name instead of just the actual shortened name.
Yeah, it's the name that's on your character sheet, I think. Okay.
Right.
So despite everything, or perhaps because of everything, even in these circumstances, your eagle eyes hone in on the ship and you land a hit. That's going to be 3 damage. Doo, doo, doo. Okay, 3 damage and then 2 threat. So I'm going to say that you have once again boosted their check.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Next PC turn. Also, I guess you are right. It is a NPC and PC sandwich.
Yeah.
Can I assist with plotting navigation in order to make the pathway towards the Serpent Skimmer a little bit more clear to give an advantage for the next movement?
Sure. Is this just an assist?
It's. You know what?
And there are a bunch of actions in the vehicle actions you can do if you haven't looked that up.
You could boost your defenses. You could try to jam their communications, but that doesn't really matter here. You could try to scan them down. You could try to intercept projectiles if they're using projectile weapons, which you don't really know yet.
Oh, boost defenses. That sounds wise.
This causes system strain though, so
Oh, that does cause system strain? Never
yeah,
mind.
to gain 1 defense. If you're not sure, okay, you know what? How about this? Let me take my turn and give you fire discipline. Why don't you just hop into a gun?
Oh, okay. If we have multiple, then absolutely.
Yeah, we have 2 guns. So I'm going to do the.
Oh, I see.
I'll take over
Okay.
instead. I'll do my fire discipline, which is a leadership 3 difficulty check.
All right. You hop in and you do that check. Let me get the difficulty set. Okay, you are all set to go.
Okay.
Engage. Once again, the dice love you guys in the early game. So
We'll
let's
jinx it. Okay. So going to the thing. Fire discipline. Okay, so next crew member gets a blue, so that's the boost. To next gunnery check, plus 1 ally per 2 success spent. So Zoldenrock's also going to get a boost.
I don't think you get any boosts because those are all advantages. None of those are success.
Oh, sorry. I got Yars.
And the advantage thing does only apply if you do success. If you do succeed.
Okay, leadership +1. Okay. Wait, it's not a separate clause. It's contingent on the success.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then in that case, yeah, I don't think there's any. I can assist as a maneuver though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's just an assist to Sin's next dice roll.
Okie doke.
Right.
Then,
Next BC.
okay, I'll jump into the other gun turret and fire on the Magma Gorgon, I guess.
Yeah,
Alright.
if you go to Kinro Gauntlet, on the bottom on the weapons, you can just put copy paste your name there.
Okay, got it. Doing it now.
And with Zoldenrock, your name might need to be specific. I don't remember what it is, but I think it's whatever one's like inside the character sheet.
Yeah, it's
Whatever your character sheet title says. It's probably
the title of the character sheet, not like under character your name.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh.
the
Either way, your difficulty is set. It's the same as Zoldenrock's.
Gonna give it a go. So I just click the dice.
Yep, gunnery.
Oh, the boost didn't apply. Let me do that. No need to reroll.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2 hits and 2 boosts. I mean, 2 advantages.
Okay, so that is 4 damage.
It says damage 3.
Nice shooting. Good
It should
job.
be damage. Is this damage 2 on the beam turret? It's crit 3 damage.
Oh, crit
2.
3. Got it. Sorry, it was misaligned on
And then
my
you
sheet.
add 2 because of the successes, which I'm now realizing, did I do that on Zoldenrock's? I did not, so he needs to take 1 more damage. 24, and this is 4 damage, so 28. Alright, he's taking on some damage. Your beam weapons are just grazing him at this distance, but they're still hitting vital areas. Oh, I forgot about their freaking soak. How does this game work?
I don't know.
You're
Okay.
supposed to be the DM, dude.
How?
This is what having a rum and coke does to me.
You've
So-
had
Did
2
what?
sippies!
This is why I don't normally drink.
Chris has 1 sippy and then it's like, oh boy, time for chaos!
Me too, dude. Hey.
I take one drink and then it's like, what are the rules again? How do you play this game? Okay, so I gave him 4 more hit points because of the soak. He has 2 soak, aka armor. All right, Sin, any maneuvers?
I think jumping into the gun turret was probably
It
my
was,
maneuver.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I really have.
All right, last PC turn.
That would be robot.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Falls out to me, but so what kind of autopiloting stuff should I do?
Well, people are on guns already. There's, let's see.
Assist me at the computer.
Assist at the computer. I don't know how good you are with computers as your
I'm-
character.
I'm not, but
Do you have
I'm good at
mechanics?
discipline. Nope,
What is your operating?
nothing.
Okay.
You have perception?
Yes, I believe so. Hold on, let me double check.
You could scan the enemy.
Yeah, scan is pretty good.
It is not a career skill.
Okay, but how
I just
many
have 2.
dice does it roll?
2 green.
Well, it's difficulty 3 normally. You use a story point.
I could. Yeah, there's nothing else that would assist. That would help well.
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, you hop on the scanners to try to figure out more about this ship. I have upgraded your thing. I will alter the die pool, or the story point pool, and you can go. Or do you need me to click? Because I know that you're...
I have it open. I just need
Okay.
to know
It's
what to
perception.
click. Okay.
Okay. Fail and 1 threat, so you're going to take 1 stress. Their ship is a little too difficult to scan with the electrons in the air because of the beam cannons going towards it. I guess. Science words.
Did we recover any stress from the last instance of us dealing with this guy? Or it's sort of like the immediate going into it?
I think this is the immediate going into it.
Okay.
If you haven't like chatted with them.
I'm at 8 stress from the previous stuff, so I'm just letting you know I'm about to go into sleep mode.
You are remembering Thraz's tearing into you earlier, and you're
Yeah.
gonna cry.
Which honestly, that makes sense. And then I just sit here and just wait.
How can we negotiate? We do not have any information on their ship. Shutting down. Do 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 do.
We'll just pack you in dry ice.
All right, it is NPC turns. They are going to shoot, I believe, at you guys. Now, what are their weapons? They have autocannons and incendos cannons. Let's do one of each. Or let's just do one, because they have a minion group together. So that's a hit. That is 9 damage. What is the Kinro Gauntlet's armor? Oh, I needed
1.
I need to re-roll this one actually. Or I can just add more dice to it.
Ah, that's never a good fucking sign.
No, because I forgot to do your defense.
Huh?
Your defense is 2, and it's the same difficulty, so I need to add 1 more of those die and 2 more of these die. And I need to add the boost from Zergo. Okay, great, fantastic, no change. That makes the math easy.
Wow, all that effort.
Yeah. Okay, so your armor is 1, so you will take 8 damage, which brings you up to 9 hull damage.
Oh, Jesus.
There's also 3 threats. Active character falls prone, or the enemy gains a significant advantage in the situation. Okay, I'm gonna say that in like during your next turn, throughout this round, you guys will have the gain the advantage, even though that's normally for fighter ships. Basically, all of their rolls against you are going to be downgraded, and all of your rolls against them are going to be upgraded for free.
Ah, okay.
I think that's fair for 3 threats. And I'm going to say that as they're like moving towards you and then blasting with their like incendos cannon, it's blinding their efforts to the incoming fire from your ship, and they go into like a dangerous barrel roll. They're in a prime position to get shot, and they cannot aim their stuff as easily at you. All right, the Serpent Skimmer. They are going to alter their speed. They're gonna go get out of dodge, I think. They need to get out of here because there's 2 ships chasing them. Oh, I don't have their speed visible. Either way, they're gonna take on strain. And they're gonna go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they are getting away in a way. That's all they're gonna do. Zergo's turn.
Do you want to shift them over so we can have a perspective, or is it going to be static for now?
We'll keep it static for now until you guys get within closer range of them.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do Zergo. Okay, well, he can't really do anything while you guys have the advantage here. So I think he's just going to pilot the ship. Okay, they're going to accelerate to maximum. Take on 1 more strain. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see. As a maneuver, what can we do as a maneuver? Well, that was the maneuver. Of course it is. Let's boost defenses. I think that's something he can do. Yes, he has mechanics. So he's going to try this check, and it's going to be difficulty 3. Great. Fantastic. Nothing happens. Love to see it. Alright, he's done. He tried to advance his defenses, and I believe... I guess he failed, so he doesn't have to spend the system strain. Alright, PC turn. Do we want Nolly to just move?
Yes,
Yes.
maximum acceleration.
Okay.
Always first.
They will accelerate to 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess they will assist the next person.
Okay.
Would like to be able to hack.
Actually, let me go for the. Okay, what are you going to hack for?
I want to disable their weapons eventually, but I first have to get into their system.
Because it's either me or you for the fire discipline. I'm thinking of fire discipline, just blowing them out of the sky.
I mean, you can do that. Mine is kind of almost like, yeah, just if you want to do that first, but...
Okay, then let me get a boost from that. Also, does that count for the advantage, having advantage from the gain the advantage, or is it not for that?
I'm going to have it not be as strong as the gain the advantage. It's just going to be 1 upgrade instead of 2.
Okay, no problem. I just wanted to make sure. In that case, let me do the fire discipline. That's going to be the leadership one.
Okay, your difficulty is set, and I have applied an upgrade and a boost. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
Red
Whole
nines.
lot of nothing happening.
Red nines.
You're yelling over the loudspeakers, trying to get everybody in line, but everybody's just like, "Stop shouting at me! I'm shooting at them."
Okay. It's
We're
my first
trying.
day.
It's
All
my
right,
first day.
Maneuver. Next one gets a boost. That's about it. Jesus Christ! What a disappointment.
I'm 2 days away from retirement.
All right, next PC turn.
Now I'd like to hack.
All right, still computers 3.
And there's no setbacks, so that doesn't apply for the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There we go.
Hey, successes. All right.
Well, the freaking dice didn't end up all blank. Last time I think it was like 2 blank ones and 1 lame one.
You hack into their systems and shut down their shields for 1 round per success. So that's 3 rounds. You can't inflict any system strain or anything, but you can recover 1 strain if you have any.
Yeah, I have a bit of strain, so I'll definitely do that. Do I count as... I'm hacked into their systems. Can I do other stuff next turn then?
Nope. This is just like a specific thing that you can do.
Okay.
It isn't just hack into their systems and then you can do whatever you want.
If I use a story point next time, maybe I can negotiate something. Alright, I'm done.
Okay.
A maneuver, I'm assisting a gunnery person by being like, okay, their shields are down.
Okay. Next
You
person?
can shoot now type thing. Yeah.
Zaldenrock or Sin? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Do it!
Okay.
Right, you are in short range, so it is difficulty 1. You have a boost. Their systems for their shield are down, so they don't get any setback dice on the roll, and you are upgraded once against them.
All right. So good.
Yep.
Oh my.
Fuck 'em up!
I don't think.
A direct freaking hit. You take 1 strain. You're surprising yourself even with your abilities. So let's see what their...
That's my.
Okay, their armor is 2, so that deals 5 damage, which is a lot. They're not looking too hot. Also, I think we can finally perhaps zoom in on this. I'm realizing since you guys are all next to each other. So let's put you guys here. They were on a 2 space, so I'll put them 2 away. Alright. New orientation. Zaldenrock, anything else with your turn?
Okay, so that was.
Can you throw an assist my way? Give me a boost?
Yeah, it's a maneuver, right?
It's a maneuver to do so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Alright. It is the same check for you, Sin.
Okie doke. So I'm gonna fire.
Nice.
It's another 4 damage.
We see who the dice favors tonight.
Their shields are still down, right? So this is all going through.
Well, it's not their armor that you've disabled, it's their shields. I would normally be putting setback dice on these rolls,
Oh, okay.
which are now gone. You can recover 1 strain if you have any, Sin.
I might.
You do. I
Yay,
just
thank
checked. Usually you don't, which is why I wanted to check. Okay, anything else?
Okay. I would like to use a maneuver to Shepherd is the last PC turn, or
There's 2
there
more
some-
left.
there's 2 more left.
Oh, maybe I didn't hit next.
Yeah, I don't think you hit next because
Yeah, that's why.
yeah, Shepherd is truly the last one left.
So you can assist Shepard.
Yeah, I would like to assist Shepherd.
Shepard, what are you up to?
Probably just trying not to be stressed and assist someone else. Maybe looking for a way out, like or a way to like hide or get cover from something in space. So another perception check in a sense. Maybe
Okay,
we can
I'll allow
outmaneuver
that.
them by going through an asteroid field.
I will allow that as a perception check.
Hell yeah.
We'll call it perception check 3. You're still getting boosted. And Oh, there's no upgrade because it's not against the other ship. But you are good to go. 2 threats.
I am decommissioned.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm at 9 out of 9 stress or strain.
Well, you don't have to take strain from this.
How? I thought I would just take it anyway because they're.
No, you could give. Well, honestly, there's not much that can happen.
They're also
here.
not failures; they're just threats.
Yeah, they're not failures. They're
Yeah.
they're threats.
I think I can yell at you to recover.
That would be great, please.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Shepard. Even though this is a combat thing, I'm gonna have you reveal your flaw to the rest of the party. What is it?
No.
You have poor cooling systems.
I probably. Pride.
Really?
Yeah, robot pride.
Okay.
I think highly of themselves.
You think so highly of yourself that failure is not an option, and people see you breaking down in front of them as you're looking desperately for a way out. Everybody
You
now
have blood,
knows.
you'd be blushing.
Everybody now knows this about you. If you're taking notes, take notes.
I can't be wrong. I'm not allowed to be wrong. I'm smarter than carbon-based life forms.
I'm a computer.
I'm a computer. Yeah.
You just start going missions incomplete, missions incomplete.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Alright.
this is the near automata. This cannot continue. This cannot continue.
All right. So, did their shooting at you? No, their shooting at you didn't have the minuses to it. So the upgrade is still in effect, or the downgrade is still in effect. I tried hitting down when downgrade was 0 because it has the word down in it, and it didn't go down from 0. I was confused.
Ah, no
But-
negatives.
Yeah, I was, as they say in the business, being dumb.
All bonked up.
All
We've
bonked
been
up.
hit in the face with a brick.
All right. I am going to have them. Yeah, I'm gonna have them use a story point to try and upgrade and downgrade this, which I think cancels each other out. This is the way it works. Actually, let's apply the downgrade, but let's decrease the difficulty. No, because the difficulty's 1. All right. Well, we'll just get rid of the downgrade. Okay, your defenses still apply. They are all set to go. They get up there and Sendo's cannon again, and then do a point-blank shot at the Kinro Gauntlet. And completely miss. They take on 1 system strain as they blast their plasma cannons for far too long. The groan of the ship is echoing in Zergo's ears. Okay. Those guys are done. Let's have the Serpent Skimmer move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all they're gonna do. Actually, they're gonna try and do a piloting check to get away. And I'm gonna use the Mentac pilots for this roll just because it's about the same roll. Let's see. Piloting. So what is Shepard's perception is 2 dice, right?
2 green.
2 greens. They're gonna roll against that since you're actively looking around.
My one little eyeball is very strained right now.
Oh.
It's bloodshot.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Real
Okay.
certificates? Oh.
They zoom off into another offshoot of the nebula, and then they quickly change direction. They emerge from the nebula somewhere else, but right now you guys are in locked in combat with the Magma Gorgon, and the Serpent Skimmer has gotten away from both of you, which is fine. That's actually good. That's kind of what you wanted, unless you were going to take them down now. That's what they were trying to do anyway, was get away from the pirates that are fighting over them. but they don't know that you have a tracker on them. They just know that they're a high priority target. So they got away. Let's remove them from the initiative.
Yay!
Zergo's turn. Zergo hops onto the comms. Thraz, damn you! You made that thing get away. You're gonna pay for this loss.
I suggested you surrender and depart.
Ugh. Fine, but you're on my shit list. You and your new crew.
I think he's on everyone's shit list.
I think that's a fair point, Zelden Rock. Captain, Commander, would you like us to conclude this battle by continuing to fire, or shall we cease fire?
I will say that it is Jund Zergo's turn, and
Yes.
he is breaking away. He doesn't need to disengage because he's not engaged with you. So he is going to move away from you guys and start heading into the nebula.
Okay, let us take a helmsman. 12 degrees starboard. Reduce engine speed to the third acceleration, and we'll resume course after a 10-minute reprieve.
Aye, aye, Captain! Ollie shouts as they reduce speed and break off. Hooray! End encounter. You guys can recover.
So, did we see that the other ship got blown up? The bird ship, or not the Weenu ship? I mean.
I believe.
We never technically saw it, I don't think.
Yeah, you
We
didn't see it,
anything.
but it is the reason that they had half of their hit points and system strain gone when they met you. Otherwise, this fight would have probably taken a lot longer.
So the implication is that they got blown up.
Yeah, you softened them up for you, which proved very much to your advantage because they deal hard hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can make, what is it, a cool check or a discipline check to recover strain.
I think it's per success you get a.
Yep.
Yeah,
right?
for success.
Yeah, I just always forget what the second one is because I always remember cool because it's funny, but never remember discipline.
Which is the one I took because I knew it would help me more.
I'm fixed. Can I do a mechanics check to help fix fix?
But it's not a
Sure.
physical. It's not a physical thing. It's a mental wound.
Shepard's just gonna cycle through all three colors. Boop boop boop.
I know,
boop, boop,
but I'm
boop.
just saying. Could I?
Okay, so first aid is once per encounter, technically.
Oh wait, no, that was incorrect.
So I guess you could do medicine on them because they do have wounds, and you do have the Xeno kit, right?
Me too.
I was trying to see if there was a way to restore the strain, not the wounds.
Yeah, but that will restore strain per advantage.
Okay, I guess I'll try a medicine check on them.
So you could kind of like calm them down as you're healing them that way. Okay, or you could do threats. I'll say that the strain is kind of spreading.
Wait, no, that wasn't me that rolled. That was all.
That was just
That was
me
Aldenrock. That was your cool check.
recovering for the
Yeah, that was a discipline roll.
counter.
You're still winded too, because
also,
your thing, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to get
Tired.
rid of your difficulty dice. Everybody re-roll these. My apologies. It's the rum and coke.
Can't blame that for everything.
Yes, he can. He will.
I still somehow would have gotten the same because I got a success on it with no.
I did worse. Can I keep my first one?
You can keep your first one if you subtract out all of the purple dice.
Yeah.
I got 2 advantage. Can I give that to Shepard in order to give them some sort of boost or to help them heal strain?
You want to give it to me so I can get an advantage or a boost on the medicine check for them?
Sure.
I think this
Okay.
healing is just by
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, I actually shouldn't have been using the threat on it. I just was making it funny. But yeah, there's no spending other things on
Okay.
recovery checks.
Can somebody help me with the medicine check for a boost die or no?
Somebody could do that if they have medicine. I will say.
I mean, I think Shepard is the one with the medicine, so he's like, no. You plug the red thing here.
That's true. I can assist my own thing, right?
Yeah, but
you
it's
can
easier when
assist
somebody else
Yara
heals you.
with the one on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
So-
no, my heart goes there.
You are below
Yara's-
half, so
What's
this is
a
only
heart?
difficulty 1.
All right. So Shepard's helping Yara figure out how to fix Shepard. All right, there we go. It's set.
All set. Alright, failed,
Really?
but you recovered 2 strain.
Really?
Shepard recovers 2 strain.
Yay!
I'm rolling poorly every other roll. At least you got your some strain back.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yep.
exactly what you wanted.
I
It
was
makes
more
Shepard
focused-
feel better to be focusing on something with a manual.
I couldn't quite get a screw properly in though, and just was like trying to brush that aside.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these
The
turns.
nanobots and wires just form a new screw.
I don't know if that's set right, but you seem better, Shepard. Hope you feel better later. It's okay for every so often for things not to go your way. I would know.
It shouldn't. It should be improbable.
Variables happen. You just gotta roll with the punches, as they say.
Alright. The Serpent Skimmer emerges from the nebula very soon after, and you're able to get the signal back up. Zergo is nowhere to be seen. He is probably doing repairs inside of the nebula where he can't be found. At least, not found easily. You guys are back on course. You guys can can keep tracking them all the way back to their destination at Arc Prime, which is 1 day away.
Fabulous. Okay, that's what we're doing.
All right.
There's no way for us to try and fix Zoldenrock's wound before then, right? Because it takes like a week or something?
Yeah, it's 1 attempt per week.
1 attempt per week, unfortunately.
What about my regular wounds?
Your regular wounds, you heal 1 wound per day. Isn't that
Okay.
great?
Yeah, but you already got healed today, so we gotta go next day for the medicine
All
check,
right.
I believe. I could give you a dermal sealer if you want.
It's only 2 right now. It's too important.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
it was
two
higher.
is fine. Yeah.
Nah, 2's fine. A couple feathers are out of place, but it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
The commander is in significantly worse shape.
Did you
Oh,
get
but
a
I
medicine
actually
check yet?
work.
No, it's like I'll make it.
How, we have
Rub
the
some-
tools. We can try and
Rub some
Help you.
dirt on it.
Shepard. I'll assist. You want to heal the commander?
I will do my best.
Okay, so I'm giving you a boost die since I have medicine, and you can roll the medicine check on the commander.
Just let me know when I can do it.
Okay. What type of medicine check is this? On
Just
who?
wounds on the commander.
I think it's like dermal sealer. I think they're applying that to me.
Oh,
Oh, we were
that-
just gonna do a medicine check.
Yeah, I was gonna do medicine.
okay. If it's a medicine check and if they're below half their threshold, then it's difficulty 1.
I'm at exactly at half, so
Well, at exactly half is not above half, so I think you're fine.
okay.
You are good to go.
Oh, nice.
Triumph. Does that do anything on a medicine check?
I told you it's improbable. Only
Uh.
accuracy is allowed.
Normally that would be 3 wounds healed, but I don't know what a triumph does on a medicine check.
Ah.
Well, I will
gotta
look it up. Okay. In the meantime, you'll at least get 3 wounds healed. So, there's that.
What does that bring you to?
So it doesn't say anything about triumph.
Then I guess it
think-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think I only just end up healing unless triumph count. No, triumph always counts as a success. So I think I just heal 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gives you special ways to spend it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head off this direction. So there's actually 2 days until Arc Prime. I forgot you guys diverted a little bit
Mhm.
following the other ship. Either way, let's do some vignettes. Who what are you guys doing during this stretch of travel? I just wanted to place you guys in the world, so I just went back from the map real quick. Alright. I'm gonna say Nolly is probably just on autopilot. They're probably training some more on the Kinro Gauntlet themselves, trying to like familiarize themselves with the parts of it, maybe do some repairs on the ship. That's actually something that they could do.
Yeah, the ship needs some desperate repairs, I think. Quarter of the
Yeah,
hit points
it's in rough shape.
taken.
Okay. I put it in the notes. I remember this. So damage control is a mechanics check. They can choose system strain or hull trauma based on the threshold. So you guys have more system strain. Do you guys want to heal that instead of the other?
We are like 50% system strain. That's pretty bad.
Okay. I will have Nolly do that. Maybe Thraz will help since he is the one that like secured this ship. Difficulty 1, 2, 3 based on threshold level. They're at half system strain, so it'll just be difficulty 1. Not used to navigating a character sheet. Mechanics. Oh, it looks like they apply a boost die anyway. I think that's because of Noodle. Okay, you recover 3... Yes, 3 system strain. Hooray! And then you also heal 1 system strain per day. It's harder to heal hull points on ships, and harder to heal strain than it is for you guys to heal strain. But the ship's coming back into order. You have 6 out of 20 instead of 10 out of 20. So good for you guys.
Fabulous. Good job, Nolly.
Quick question. Can Shepard take Z-tabs?
I mean,
I think prevents it.
They basically are the drugs that give you strain back.
I suppose there's nothing that would prevent them.
Yeah, they're just still organic creatures.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they can take drugs.
You take 4. You can get 4 strain back if you need strain recovered.
Sure.
Okay. Just remember, if you need a Z-tab later, you start taking damage.
Drugs.
Okay. So I give you a Z-tab, being like, okay, don't get addicted to this, but this would help
That's
to
the
boost
doc.
your system.
That's the doc prescribing cocaine.
I am now 2 strain out of 9 threshold. Thank you.
Yara, curious if this will even work, decides to give Shepard a Z-tab. It seems effective. Their joints are feeling smoother. They feel calmer, as far as feelings go in a silicon-based life form. But you now have 2 strain.
Somehow your circulatory system, I make like air quotes because I'm pretty sure it's nanobots, seem to make use of it just fine. All right. There you go.
Yeah, you feel your vessels. I hesitate to call them blood vessels. Dilate.
I figured it's kind of like the Orville. It's as if I've been standing all my life and I took a seat for the first time in my life. More cigarettes, please.
Oh god.
I forgot. They didn't know what cigarettes were, and they replicated a bunch of cigarettes and then got addicted to them.
Because their biology can't handle it.
Alright. So we'll say Yara's like experimenting with Shepard there. What's Sin doing during this stretch of the voyage?
I was like, it depends on how we sort of pair up. Sin. He was going
wait
to
until other things happen, maybe?
Yeah, well, so originally Sin was going to like seek out Nolly, make sure that she ate, and then seek out Yara and make sure that Yara is not stressed out and has eaten. Because I purchased a shit ton of extra rations for these organics because of particular reasons.
That's nice.
But
you see that Yara, although stressed out, is almost stress eating, so it's fine.
I think that's an improvement. Okay. Good. And he sort of pats Yara on the head, opens up a compartment, puts his red scarf on, and then goes looking for the commander.
As Yara's eating, she just says, "If you need a log of how much food to eat when, I have one of those if you want me to send it to you."
Would that be beneficial for monitoring your health and Nali's health?
I mean,
I
I can
want to
set up
make
one
sure.
for them too. I had a basic ration set up for everybody, just in case. But sure, I can send you I can set up one real quick, set a little program, send it to you. There you go. We always want to make sure to have your rations on these sort of trips,
Certainly. We wouldn't want anything untoward to happen.
Yep.
And then Sin walks out.
Can't believe Yara is the one that has planned every 5 minutes of the vacation itinerary.
Remember, she spent like 100 and something RA on food as well. She just is like, oh yeah, I got these freeze-dried stuff over in my back.
All right.
Okay. Looking for the commander, so Commander
Sure.
Gervold.
We'll say that the commander is hanging out with Zaldenrock, and maybe you guys are looking over the weapons array and making sure that it's in working order. Maybe it suffered a bit of the strain that you guys took on during the battle.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Walk, that was some very handsome shooting. Well done.
Oh, much obliged.
Where
I
did you
just-
learn to shoot?
Oh, extensive military training in the Argent Flight. It is a requirement among every other combat. They want you to know everything there is to possibly know, basically, so that if you have to slip in, you can, regardless of how you actually feel about it.
That's a sound tactic, though perhaps a little depersonalizing.
Oh yes, we're just one feather in a wing. If one falls out, another must grow in its place.
That is an interesting metaphor. It's not entirely unfamiliar to me. Commander, how are you doing?
I must admit, I am a bit worried. First of all, I am worried that the Winuan ship was able to just come in willy-nilly. A bomber, no less, with no support. I do not suspect that it was a rogue agent, nor it presented itself to be. And once we get there, once we make it to the surface and track the package down, I am wondering whether we'd be able to recover the actual goods. Like, do we need to, like, I'm thinking that we might need official help. I know that the Nomad wants things quiet, but I do question the possibility of us making it through. The Neo-Lednev Union does have access to long-distance mech support. I did not expect such heavy fire support to be available to the enemy. So it does leave me a bit concerned, and our ship is damaged for any kind of being subterranean means that we will not be expecting any fire support from the outside source.
Yes, it is concerning, and I would favor a little bit more of a subtle approach given our limited resources and the extensive capabilities of our enemy.
Prefer to keep this quiet. Off the
Agreed.
radar.
And also, it's Commander, if this might be useful to you, I have taken some documents from the person that you were interrogating. It might be proof. Would that be at all useful to you?
I was like, sure, let me see them. What is the document anyway?
It was some bureaucratic nonsense in this dude's handwriting, proving that he was a rebel insurgent, like stationed in the embassy.
Okay. Make me a digital copy, and have it be a pocket of data. That actually make me a digital copy. Put it in this data crystal, because that is along with the encrypted data. So I'll probably be able to pass it off to the. This is out of character. I'll probably be able to pass it off to the military. So I do want that copy just in case.
His
Okay.
interests are exposing the person afterwards either way.
Yes, these are your people, so I think you should be empowered to do what you will with them.
All right, much appreciated. Your infiltration capabilities are very practical.
Sin gets kind of bashful and starts purring.
That wasn't me. Oh, purring.
Oh, you also make interesting.
Sorry.
My eyes are narrowed.
Indecent. I
Can I have
will
it-
leave immediately.
I'm gonna have a cacophony of weird sounds all the time.
It is not a.
Shame upon my family.
Okay.
Dishonor on you.
Perhaps.
Dishonor on your family.
Perhaps
Dishonor
I
your
should
cow.
talk to Thraz and see if he has any other friends that are going to try to botch our mission.
That's
Yeah.
a really good idea.
You can seek out Thraz.
Let's go. I'm told that I'm rather intimidating when I stand behind someone.
God damn you are.
Damned if that ain't true. All right.
People just like to stroke my feathers. It's annoying.
All right. Zaldenrock, you and Sin are heading to look for Thraz.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Make a. What's your vigilance?
A yellow and a green.
Yellow and a green. Interesting.
Rank 1, not careers.
Yeah, no, that's
All right.
that's all good and all
Go ahead.
good and stuff.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
It takes you a while to find Thraz, but Nolly points you towards the back of the ship, and sure enough, he is there in the cargo hold doing a inventory. Ah, Zaldenrock, my friend. I was just doing inventory. I see that you aren't at your post, so I figured I'd take it upon myself.
Well, I was recovering from the bout we had with your friend. You know, the one that almost screwed the pooch.
Yes, he did mention... I did mention that he knew me. I did not realize that he had intercepted one of my messages. Perhaps he found that I was, getting a new ship and followed me. Or maybe he had some eyes on that cargo. I highly doubt he knows what the cargo is. I think he just knew that I was after it. That's usually how he operates. He's kind of like a florper king. You know how they always set up next to McDonald's.
Are you having a stroke?
No, those are popular
Okay.
restaurant chains throughout the galaxy.
Write these down. Write these down.
I'm probably...
Sin is deeply confused.
I am unfamiliar.
I swear to God, both of you start going McDonald's.
Nope.
Black coffee.
Zaldenrock's one black coffee.
I wrote it down for you.
Florper
Thank you.
King. Florper King, you can...
Harrison's gonna be upset that he missed today.
Yeah.
I missed
We
Florper
have
King and
Florper King at
McDonald's.
home.
Yeah, Nolly would be like, oh my god, let's go.
Well, now we know that they exist, so now there's always the opportunity to ask to go to one of these chains. It's like going to, fuck, what's the Space Dandy one? Boobies?
It's boobies.
It's boobies.
It's all about the boobies, baby. Well, it's all about the booty, but
It's
we're
all
going
about
to
the booty,
boobies
but we're
to
going to
search
yes.
for booty
Yes.
at boobies.
Oh.
It's a
I
fucking
get
great
it.
show.
Anyway,
what's your history of this interloper? Is he going to interfere again, you think? Should we need to prepare for that?
you guys did some very nice shooting. I think he needs to take his ship into the, to get some repairs. The closest place and friendliest place is probably back at the Quan wormhole. Or Quan, I suppose. But, I don't think he'll be chasing us anymore. At least not
Wonderful.
on this mission. Maybe he's going to recur as a little character in my life.
Oh,
Yes, he-
God.
Certainly has an interesting name. Any other friends of yours that we need to account for? Any at all?
Well, I have plenty of enemies. I have even more
I-
friends, though.
I highly doubt that.
Well, you can doubt as much as you want, my little feathered friend, but, my one issue is that, I have not, as you say, been to Letnev's home planet before? I have heard stories about it, but I do not know that much about the planet itself, and I do not have many contacts there. If I do, they would be friend of a friend of a friend of a friend or something. The Letnev do not let people in as a sort of, species-wide xenophobia, we'll call it. They have insular tendencies.
Thraz,
Yes.
do you expect that because we are a crew of outsiders that we will have a challenging time navigating the planet?
Oh, absolutely. But you have your Letnev captain. I'm sure that they will be able to assist. There is only one planet, there is only one city on Arc Prime that actually allows outsiders in. If you wanted to go any deeper than that, you'd probably need some sort of excuse or an escort.
Interesting. Noted. Thank you.
Sorry, I can't help much more than that. It's just... It's not a place that I do much trade. But
Well,
where you're looking for is the city of Farouk. It's the only topside city on Arc Prime.
It's like a reverse Death Star situation, where it's like there's a little only small entrance where, in order to go penetrate the surface, you need to go through that city and that city only. It's a
Interesting.
giant ice ball.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Thraz.
Of course, at your service. If there's anything else that you need to know, just let me know. In the meantime, I'll try and offload our merchandise while you guys are off doing your little mission. I'll be your guy in the chair.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be reorganizing the cargo that you misplaced.
Well, it needs to be organized in my own special method. All of
Needs to
this
be organized
moss
by
isn't
color.
going... No, it needs to be organized. No, it does need to be organized by color.
Right, I said taste last time.
I've been doing it by taste.
Anyway. Very well, I'll let you get back to it. I should be elsewhere on the ship anyway. Farewell, inventory manager.
Thraz, if I may, Zoldenrock, thank you for accompanying me.
No problem.
It would
What-
be nice if we could do a shoot, maybe later. Bonding. That is something that organics do, yes?
You want to bond with the Thraz?
No, I was
This is
going to bond
lewd.
with Zoldenrock, but you I have a question for. And Sin sort of like guides Thraz away from Zoldenrock.
Okay. Well, I can say with calm certainty that I have not answered many Creusian questions before. I'm wondering what it is that you need to know that I do not.
I was wondering if you by any chance had any contact with pirate captain named Irina.
Irina? Who is Irina?
Irina is one of the NPCs that I made for Sin's backstory.
Right. I'm not up to speed on your backstory. I was deeply investing myself in another person's prior to the Letnev planet.
No, that is
Ooh,
good and fair.
Start sweating.
Out of out of character, basically what Sin is angling for is Irina is sort of his go-between between like Arctis Prime or the Ring World planet. No, that is not Arctis.
Arcturus?
Arcturus, thank you. To get the Pokeball with the Crimson Legionnaire to his other Crucian contact.
Okay.
So he was wondering if Thraz knew anything about Irina and when she would be back to the Nomad home planet so Sin could make a drop-off.
Okay. I'm going to use one of Thraz's abilities. Your character is pretty secretive, right? Like this NPC? You would say?
Yes.
Would you say it would be a daunting task to have known them? Or would you say it would be like formidable? Maybe maybe an average difficulty? Maybe a hard difficulty? I'm basically
average.
asking 2, 3, 4, or 5.
I would say average to hard difficulty. She mostly focuses on targeting like traffickers and looting and stopping shipments, intercepting shipments. So
Okay.
she operates in a bunch of different places.
Would you say the average person would have a hard time knowing them
Yes.
offhand? Okay, then I'll set it at hard.
Okay.
Either way, I'm going to use my ability called Bot Info. I'm just going to pay money equal to 50 times the difficulty of this check to automatically succeed on it.
Okay.
So that's going to cost me 150 ore, but that's fine because I have about 5,000.
Stop it!
What an oddly specific amount. Anyway, I believe I have heard of this person. An Irina, you say? She has dealt with me on occasion when I was trying to get some shipments done. They have not hindered me very much. Why?
That is good to know. I was just wondering if you knew of her next location and if she would be back to the Nomad planet soon. We had planned to get lunch. That's all.
Oh. Well, she stops in every once in a while. I can get in contact. I can see if she's going to be on the planet. But as of yet, I do not know. I know of her, though. Who is she to you if you are so close enough to have lunch?
She's a good friend. A very good friend. And he sort of taps his chest.
I imagine there's something like a heart there in the other dimension.
Sin sort of makes a laughing sound like he's trying and still learning how to do it. Apologies. That was an attempt at organic, soft, friendly laughter. I'm still working on it. But yes, she is important to me. So thank you. I appreciate it, Thraz.
Of course. And don't quit your day job.
I don't have a day job. I'm a contractor. And
well, don't get into
turns
comedy.
Around.
It's important that this joke land. Okay, very well. They are walking away. Okay. I think that's probably enough. Does anybody else want to do anything? You said you were going to make a copy of that thing for Gervald?
No, the text, yeah.
Yeah, I would take like I would snap some photos on an iPhone and text it to him. The equivalent of that.
Okay. I'll say that the ship probably has like a high definition scanner for like scanning customs documents and stuff, maybe. So you could get like a perfect copy of the document onto a data crystal.
Fabulous. Okay.
All right. Sin, you make a vigilance check.
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Oh, that's ominous. It's like, make a perception check. What do I see? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay, you make a copy of the data crystal and give it to Gervalt. Easy peasy.
Cool.
Is anybody else doing anything on the ship before we make our arrival?
I can't think of anything.
How many days have we been on the ship?
I can count. I was just going to go to the other map to move your ship, but I don't need to get you guys to load that screen again. So let's see. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be your 6th day of travel.
Oh. I feel like, so just from my own like planting knowledge, like 6 to 10 days is a pretty good average time for when like sprouts and stuff will start appearing for any sort of smaller produce. So is that possible that the plants that I have taken from Thraz have now begun to create their own, what is it called when you do it with like succulents? Propagate. So they've started to like propagate their own, so I can give back his produce.
Make a science check.
Do you want help?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone's helping you with this?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it
so
could
they
be-
know about the existence of it then.
Nor
No,
would it be-
maybe I can set it up in a way where I'm like asking about it, but not
Nor would be
actually.
opposed to having a separate amount of food being made.
So instead of me hiding it, what I'm going to do is I will bring some of like the smaller plants that probably are in like tiny little cups or weird like pieces of random shit. It's just wallying it up with a boot. And I'll bring over one to be like, do you think this is like good to go? Because all the others are going to be in the same state.
Yer gives you a quizzical look and is like, hold on a second, pulls out her personal thing and just starts looking at the computer. I'll roll it. Do you want me to roll or do you want to do the science check?
You
I think
should
this
roll
is
it.
Shepard's thing, though.
Oh.
Okay, so
I
I can
think
give
you're
you
assisting.
I'll
Okay.
give a boost to it.
Yeah, I've applied a boost. Do you want to spend a story point on this?
Why not?
Yes, I've had a grow light, or I managed to get a grow light, so it's helped it.
Okay. I will update.
I stole a light bulb from the bathroom. It's why it's so dark in there.
Is that why we couldn't get our ship to red alert? You took the red bulb?
No, the
No,
red
I
bulbs
just
on the
love
ship
that.
are gone for a different reason.
That was sin.
That, yeah.
Shh, I did nothing. Forget about that.
God, we're just.
We have orange alerts now for a particular reason.
You said
Science.
science
Or intelligence.
What would that be under?
Intelligence.
It might be better just to do a basic knowledge because I think I had to make a specific thing for science.
Right, that's what I'm
Yes.
looking at. Like, there's
Yeah,
social and all the
Just
other
go
ones,
to
but
knowledge.
Because-
that should be.
There's
Yeah,
a
okay.
generic knowledge check, and you shouldn't have any ranks in it because the other 3 knowledge checks are you have to make skills for them because they're unique to the setting.
yeah, I have knowledge culture, so I understand that part. So,
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
just
a
doing
blank knowledge check.
blank knowledge. Okay.
And you added the boost. Oh, sweet.
Oh, pretty good.
You got 2 successes. 2 sprouts have appeared. Not long
That's
enough
good.
for them to, like propagate all over the ship or anything, but you have successfully terraformed a little pile of dirt in your hands.
Yay!
Feed me, Seymour.
And now I'll manage to go and hide it somewhere so you guys can't find it. And wherever the grow light is.
But I apparently know a little bit about it.
You know that there are plants on the ship. You don't know where they are. I brought this plant to you.
They're probably in Shepard's quarters somewhere. Where is Shepard staying, after all? Yara's like looking around the ship and just sees Shepard idling in the cargo bay.
Yes.
I just assume that Shepard chills in the cargo bay.
Okay,
Comfy there.
I guess they aren't
Real
keeping it
annoying
in the
to
cargo
organize.
bay.
They're just in the way all the time.
Well, at least they move themselves.
True.
All right.
I've made a maze out of all the boxes in the cargo bay.
You guys arrive at Arc Prime. Renterra is also in this hex, but it is not very close to Arc Prime. It's still like, several hours away by ship, depending on the speed of your ship. Let's see. The planet is coming into view. Radio chatter and like communications start like pinging off on your devices on your computer. Your savants begin connecting to the local network. However, there's like a hard password on everything. Just like McDonald's, you have to like get the password to get into their
Can I brute
Prime
force my way
network.
in?
You sure you want to do that?
That's fair.
Okay. Sure you want to do that on the most xenophobic people in the world before you've landed on the planet? All
Hey,
right.
people can get into things with fire sticks.
Sure. You're a doctor, right?
I'm a scientist.
Sure. A scholar. All right. You make your approach. Things start chattering. You can see the planet in the distance. You've heard that the planet is quite cold, and in fact, you look around and there is no light to be seen, because Arc Prime does not orbit any star. It just hurtles through space. Some say that it's the Letnev's callous disdain for everything else in the galaxy that prevents it from colliding with anything.
You don't bow to no fucking sun.
That is some sort of pride.
Whether that's true or not, it has been true so far.
Fueled by xenophobia and spite.
Exactly. Just like the proper drow are. Arc Prime is a cold planet, but instead of a white planet that you would expect to see, you instead see a brown one, covered in an atmosphere that's entirely polluted with smog. That's probably fine. I mean, they don't live on the surface of the planet anyway. So, you start kind of navigating around the globe. It's a relatively small planet as far as planets go, but eventually you see a glowing dot on the planet, and that must be Farouk below. You can see several ships that are kind of lingering around it. You can see an entire, fleet of dreadnoughts in a perfect triangular formation. All of their dreadnoughts are like these, front-facing ribs that are like on this big, flat, wide ship that's able to block out the sun, and below it are like a towering conglomeration of these little tiny residential areas and ship science areas, engineering areas, with two giant thrusters behind, and all of their guns poised to strike from any angle, using the brunt of the top of the ship as a shield of sorts. They're all pointed away from the planet, as if to guard it. There's also some other ships, and you can see that there's a minor station outside of it that some ships are docking at. As you approach, you are hailed by a Letnev customs official.
Put on
Excuse
screen.
me? Excuse me? Yes? What is the designation of this ship?
This is the NLU, the Kinro Gauntlet.
Inro Gauntlet. Alright, please head to the customs bay, and we will get you all sorted out. Alright?
Understood. Dark right out.
Fantastic. Alright, the screen goes blank, and you are invited to go to the customs area. Anything you guys need to do before you head there?
I expect everyone to be on their best behavior. We do not
Um,
need trouble at this stage.
Just clarifying, what is our cover story?
We are delivering goods.
Of
Okay.
course, we are simple traders that wish to do business at Farouk. Whether we are carrying things or not. But we are carrying goods, produce.
Sin puts his scarf back into his compartment.
Okay, we can just say we're picking up goods. All right.
Good. Well, let's be all smiles then. Take us in, Capitan.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, Nolly, smooth course around the planetary south end.
Alright, no flips, got it. No barrel rolls either,
Sure.
we're just going straight, smooth and straight. I can do that. I've been doing that the whole time.
I don't believe you.
We just have inertial dampers. We just haven't noticed it. The ship has been on a constant spiral.
It's just constantly been barrel rolling towards the destination. That's how they slowed down the ship. Alright. You guys go and slowly dock at the ship. You are once again hailed on the ship. Kinro Gauntlet, prepare for boarding. We're going to inspect your merchandise, and then you are going to be allowed to dock in the Farouk hangar.
Understood. Opening bay on your mark.
Nolly opens the door, and you see a customs officer. She's just wearing kind of like general Letnev garb for most offices, which is generally not what Gervalt's wearing. Gervalt's wearing a like a bright, like colorful thing with signifiers of their rank, but this officer is just kind of wearing gray fatigues with a few little designators on them, and not very many colors. In
Actually,
fact,
can I? I've been wearing my spacesuit. Can I say that it's been low key? Like I'm just wearing my spacesuit.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about like the portrait or anything. Not all Letnev
Yeah.
wear that.
Okay, yeah.
They're just wearing kind of like the same thing that most Letnev wear, which is just simple long sleeve shirt, straight pants, usually dark colors. Gray and blacks are kind of the official colors of the Letnev rank and file. And they just have a signifier showing that they are a Letnev customs official. They are accompanied by a few guards. They can't be too careful. Your ship is rather large, after all, so they do need to check and make sure that you aren't full of dudes. So they have, like, we'll
I
say...
pull on Gervalt to just remind them that Shepard's in the cargo bay.
That's fine.
It's fine.
As long as they don't cause, long as neither cause problems, it should be fine.
Have I been told to just kind of sit pretty and look like cargo? Because I can just kind of stay still.
Well, yeah. Well, not usually. I have broadcasts as we're approaching the station.
Right.
So, like, if you want to start shit, you can.
Oh, no. I don't think that's in the nature of Shepard to
Okay.
start shit, but I'll watch.
Yeah, you are aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. The customs officer comes on board. They have, we'll say, 6 officers with them. 3 stand on either side of her with guns, not like at the ready necessarily. They just have guns on them. Each one is wielding a simple blaster pistol, beam pistol. That's what it's called. The customs official gives their name, which is not super important because it's very long and all of you forget it almost immediately, except for Gervalt and the robots. And she regards the only Letnev on board. So, you were the one that signaled me, yes?
Indeed.
We are just here to make sure that you are not carrying any contraband, and that you are who you say you are. I see you have a motley crew of people with you. Kind of looks up and down at all of the various creatures here.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a rough journey from Arcturus, so you'll have to forgive the compliments.
Ah, you're coming from Arcturus. That does explain some things as to the. My goodness. Have you been in battle?
General-
This ship is not put together very well.
Believe me, if I had a choice, I'll be on a proper Lednev cruiser, not this rigmarole.
Ah, of course. She's going to kind of try and rattle you a bit by passive aggressively, like, they all do this. All the Letnev do this. They're just going to passive aggressively attack you.
Yeah, we just don't say hi at all.
Precisely. Okay, coercion.
Are we truly even friends if our encounter don't end in one of us fainting from stress?
Okay, so they're gonna do a willpower check. Why do I just do a normal check? It's just 2. So they don't have this skill. They're just doing it raw.
Okay. What should I fight
So
against
coercion is against your discipline. What's your discipline?
discipline? It is 2 green and 1 yellow.
All right. Okay, no change. So this is just a normal, pleasant conversation between 2 Letnevs. Everybody kind of looks at it like 2 aunts talking about their how good their children are.
Oh. Awkward.
It's 2 soccer moms bragging about
Yes,
their kids.
Yeah.
yes, that's kind of what I was going for.
It's 2 soccer moms, like, bragging, but they're trying to one-up each other each time.
Yeah, it's like, this is fine. This is how we normally are.
Yes,
All
well,
of you are very stressed.
we can't all have a military salary, can we? Anyway, we will get on. Where is your ship's hold? This looks to be a standard carrier, standard Lazax issue in most part.
Yeah, 3 decks down, down the main corridor on the south side over there. I can just point.
All right. Interesting that you've used south, but we will ignore that and keep going towards the rear of the ship. She walks on with her military. 2 of them stay at the door. 2 of them ask to head off to the front of the ship to check that out. But the other 2 are traveling with her.
Okay.
All right. She heads to the back. Starts
Wait,
looking around.
should any of you or me like accompany her? I guess.
Well, it might be good if you accompany her,
Okay, I will do
but
that.
everybody else can be where they want to be. It sounds like Shepard's in the cargo bay.
I am in the cargo bay.
Raz will probably go to the cargo bay as well.
Okay.
He has
No!
a vested interest.
Thraz is giving me some concern, but oh well.
I'll just stick by the computers at the bridge.
All right.
Commander, would you like me to accompany you?
No, make sure the ship is running properly. If anything goes wrong, keep the comms channel open.
Make sure they don't touch any of the controls in the front.
Received.
All right.
Sin swans off after the folks who are checking out the cargo bay or whatever.
We'll say that
The
Nolly's in front as well.
Cargo bay. I think the grunts are checking the front.
Oh, okay. Then I'll stick with the grunts.
Okay. So Sin, Nolly, go to the front of the ship with the 2 grunts. Shepard, Thraz, Gervalt are in the back. Where's Yara and Zaldenrock? Zaldenrock's with the inventory?
Yeah, probably.
So maybe Yara's in the front?
I was with the computers in the bridge.
Okay,
So
so we're
in
in the
the
bridge.
front. Yeah.
Okay, so we have at least our active party. Alright. She heads to the back. She starts looking around. Sorry for that weird ping. Raz starts talking her up immediately. We are just carrying simple produce off to sell to the food-hungry Letnevians. I know that they're always importing foods and stuff, so I'm sure that this should be no surprise to you. We don't have as much inventory as anticipated, but I'm hoping to make up for it by exporting some of your fine Letnevian merchandise. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's going to try to charm this lady. Does anybody want to help him?
I was like, I'm just gonna chime in. As like, yes, hopefully the owl season is pretty good this time of year, and that's gonna be my assist. Rest you're gonna have to deal on your own.
All right. Their difficulty is
Owl is the slime mold that the Lednev eat. No one else likes it except for us.
yes. Okay, what's charm against? Charm is against cool. They don't have much cool, so it's just difficulty 2. Alright, Thraz, this should be fairly easy for you.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay. That's good. That's good. He's going to recover 1 stress. He does have 1 stress from somewhere. But he succeeds, and inflicts 2 strain on the customs official. Yes, I'm sure that once this is done, we can get everything over and done with, and we can get you out of our hair, and me back to my work. Hang on, is this... What kind of fungus is this? Oh, I mean, I don't know exactly what kind of fungus it is. I haven't really checked. And he starts, like, looking at, Zaldenrock and Gervalt for an assist, maybe even Shepard.
I don't know if I'm charming enough to assist.
You can at least say that these are part of your own botanical experiments or something, or...
I guess my question is, are they in a pot, or like in a culture, or like are they just kind of there?
They're in crates that have, like, a little, like, electronic lock.
Could I mean, wait, so they haven't seen them yet? They just know that they're in... Or he said that there's stuff in the crate.
Yeah, he said that it's a fungus. I'm going to need to inspect these crates. Would you mind opening them?
Can I provide one of my little baby samples that start to grow, so that way it could be like, we use these for experiments and, like, other stuff to assist him?
Distracting him with the other alternative uses. Okay.
Yeah! Look at this little baby plant!
Alright. So,
Yes!
Thraz has technically already done a turn. So, Shepard, I'm going to call this a charm check for you.
I mean, you got 3 presents. You're a freaking titan. No one's gonna ignore you.
Yeah.
And
Presence is not charm.
Could you call it negotiation if she's just like, we use it for this? Because that's not lying.
Well, you are not negotiating. You are presenting them a
cool
little
thing. Look at this cool thing.
You're saying, look at this little bud. Isn't this neat? That's not really a negotiation.
No, but it's like, this is what we are transporting. Like, the idea that instead of it being, like, complete material, this is like a sample of what is happening, because we're growing them for experiments or something. And it also might be so young that they can't recognize it.
Sure. I mean, I'll still call it charm.
Okay. Is Thraz helping me by moral support?
Spend a story point.
I spend a stories point. Fuck.
Stories point.
Stories point.
Oh, well, you can't just say that. I need to actually apply it.
Oh, sorry.
I suppose he was boosting the next person. So, let's redo the roll, but I need to adjust the story point pool. I encourage others to also use their own story pool buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you are good to roll.
Well, that's fine.
For advantage, though, can anything be done with that? In a social encounter, you can deliver a critical remark. That does that.
I deliver a critical remark that I don't know what to say, but it's critical.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's
Tell
just
them they got other things to do, that they're being inefficient.
It's just very, it's very vague. With the action that you're taking, you present the little flower, like the little bud of the fungus, and she looks at it, and she just like looks at you, the Titan.
Thank you.
Look, I'm still going to need to look into those crates, but I'm sure whatever it is fine. Then we can wrap all of this up. She's willing to compromise, but she's not willing to let you through yet.
I thought it'd be funny if Shepard just shoved the thing into her mouth. It's like, it's good.
But it's good.
I mean,
good.
it's possible they also might have recognized it if it's like a delicacy that they like.
Well,
to eat
it's
here.
contraband. That's the problem.
It
Yeah.
is, but they're willing to negotiate.
They were
Compromise.
they were effectively charmed by you, is basically what has happened. They thought that this was cute, but they are saving face by ignoring
Yes.
it and not calling it out.
Okay.
He's going to say, all right, tell you what, you just show me what's in there, and hand over a simple fee, I will let you on your way. Does that sound
I make
good?
note that Thraz can pay the fee, and that is totally acceptable. I don't care what his face looks like.
We can certainly, and she's going to try and use negotiation against, I mean, Shepard's not in control. Let's target Gervalt, because he's a player. Gervalt, what is your negotiation?
Terrible. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
I just need to know
3
yours.
green. 3 green. However, I automatically obtain a threat.
Okay. We will add
It's
a
a negotiation,
threat.
right?
Yep. We'll add a
Yeah.
threat to this. Oh my
Why?
god! Oh my god! Okay. 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 Somehow, I need to improve this a bit. So, she's going to kind of go to Gervalt and just say, all right, it seems that you are dealing with enough stress with these strangers on this vessel, but the fact that you seem to be less willing to show your supply means that you must have something that you're hiding. I need you to open those cases, and you need to get me a full record of what you have on your ship. I'm suspecting that you have some sort of illegal substance on board. She's going to deliver a critical remark on Gervalt, +2, so 7 strain on you.
Jesus Christ. I hate you guys. You guys put me on the spot. Okay, I'm at 10 strain out of 13. I'm about to pass out.
However, she has also gotten so much threat that she's going to reveal that she does have a different goal in this encounter.
She's
goal-
actually hungry.
Her goal is not to get this job done. Her goal is to make as much profit off of smugglers as she can.
Ah, she wants a bribe. Okay.
But
Okay.
you've realized that this could get expensive for you if you don't talk her down. But she's close to a breaking point thanks to her liking cute things.
I go with the Shepherd. You're good with negotiation. I say just offer her a straight up crate of Thrazir stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I'll do that.
Well, you're not there, but I'm sure that Shepard could come up with that
Yeah.
idea.
I can put 2 circuits together and figure that out. I'm just not gonna be friends with Thrazir. Which we already aren't friends. He threatened me and makes me feel bad.
So you
So-
stole his shit.
I gave back all of his produce because I made my own.
Well, if
He's being mean.
if you want to negotiate, you can.
Yes. And I will negotiate like they're my own plants.
All right, make a negotiation check. I have set the difficulty using her negotiation. But you still succeeded, and you only needed one success to do it. But it was a bit risky, because those reds can get critical fails on them.
I only did it because I have yellows, so they counteract them.
Yeah, but you could still get a despair and a triumph.
I know.
Either way, it was enough. There was no backfires or anything like that. So you offer a crate of your goods. Raz goes, "What are you doing? I need to sell those. You already lost enough with your space adventures." "That's acceptable. I can take this in for scientific research, and make sure that the rest of it, I'm sure, is perfectly fine produce that is good to go through. Have a good day, gentlemen. I will reconvene with the others at the bridge of the ship, and we will leave you on your way. You are clear to exit the space station and head down to the planet, to Farouk. You will be landing in hangar," checks her savant, hangar V12. I trust we're concluded. She sends two of her military people to pick up a crate as Thraz just kind of like holds up a paw after it and slowly the paw
Like,
goes down as
"No!"
Thraz is like kind of frowning and kind of glares at Shepard, who just blinks.
I'm going. The reticle just turns off and on again. I would like to make note that this is a beneficial negotiation. We possibly have made friends within the Alliance, and that we can use this later on.
Sure. I'm sure it was great for you.
I
Let's
would like to
get
make
out
note
of
that
here.
she could also be bringing it to people with higher power, and therefore will create demand for your supply.
Sure. You remembered her name, right?
Of course, I remember everything.
Good.
Allie does not remember everything, so please write it down.
All right.
There was no NPC. The character's name was a generic Lennev guard.
Generic Lennev Guard.
We will say
Generica.
that their name is...
It was on their badge and I read it. I'll use a story point for it if it's necessary.
Their name is Customs Official Ivasorn Laris Venusaur.
Yikes.
It's an Ivysaur. Just remember Ivysaur.
Venusaur.
Yeah. I'll put it in the notes.
I think that is how I made that name.
Hey, not all of it can be winners.
Their name is Ivysaur Laris Venusaur.
Jesus.
We got millennial parents naming their Zoomer kids all sorts of stupid things. It's like no, only Robin Williams can name their child after a video game character. You're not rich or cool enough for that.
Oh no.
So was a small fee also paid, or was the materials
The
counted
moss
as the
was
fee?
the
The
fee.
moss was goods tendered.
Just checking.
Did you lose
Moss
all of
is
it?
the
or-
money.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they just...
He has a fuck ton.
He has enough.
He probably lost them when the compartment bay was open, but you know what? It's fine.
We can call it the Zaldenrock incident. It's fine.
Yeah.
We should call it the Sin incident.
I was about to say, it
No,
wasn't
you
really
don't.
Zaldenrock's fault.
Zaldenrock
Yeah,
was the main character, but the instigator was
A moment of
Uh,
sin.
a moment of sin.
I still want to say it's canon. We switched all the stuff to orange.
Yeah, I guess you don't know that particular flaw about them yet, so maybe
Yeah,
someday.
when incidents happen, we usually put it on the culprit, not the victim. The incident.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there will be a point in time where, like, okay, it was the red light. It was the red lever. They wear a red scarf. Like, we're gonna pick up on it eventually.
We could call it the Sincident.
Fuck.
Oh,
I
no.
like it.
We
Alright.
encounter a Mahak Thrall clone.
You guys descend to the planet. You go through the thick layer of smog surrounding the atmosphere and head off towards a a big old landing bay. The officials there guide Nolly towards the precise hangar that you're landing in. And it's this large, flat area that you kind of fly under and into. There are ships just like idling just above the ground with their thrusters like pounding into the ground, and then it brings you over like a gaping pit, and the ship just kind of falls on top of the gaping pit, which would normally hold like the Letnev ship's very tall keel, I guess.
Mhm.
But for you guys, you don't have a huge keel, so you're just kind of hovering there over this gaping pit. A docking like ramp connects to your ship, and you guys, thankfully holding handrails, make the long journey across the gap down to the hangar. The area smells cold and dry, and those of you with the ability to sense it can smell like this acrid sort of scent in the air just lingering everywhere. Plumes of soot are coming out of seemingly just pockmarked chimneys on the ground all throughout this barren wasteland of a frozen planet. But there's no ice here. There's just too much pollution to actually form any water on this planet.
Yara just switches
the
her
top side.
stuff to her suit. She just completely forgoes trying to breathe the atmosphere.
Yeah, the hangar is especially bad. There is like a shield that flickers on and off whenever ships come in and out, but some of the pollution always seems to get in somehow. But once you get towards the edge of the hangar, you can look outside on the crusty windows and gaze upon the beauty of Farouk Prima, the topmost portion of Farouk, the sealed city. Black spires are belching soot from industrial buildings. There's some residential buildings that are dotted with dim lights. Most of the lighting here is like blue or like low red light. And you can see between these black spires there are like these sealed tubes clinging to the cold gray surface of the planet, connecting them in a grid network, protecting people from the outside pollution, and when they're clean, offering a view of the barren wasteland above. You're really not sure where to start in this area.
Don't we have a tracker?
You do have a tracker, and
Oh,
they were...
did we make it before or after the smugglers, I guess?
That is a good question. You knew where they were headed, so I will ask, I suppose. Do you want to arrive before or after? If you want to arrive before, it will cost a story point.
Captain, what do you say?
I feel like
Right.
arriving before, just so we can kind of scope out the area, because none of you are familiar with the locations or the area. So I feel like us being proactive and being here earlier is better.
Also, if it costs a story point, that must mean it's better.
Meta and in-game. Okay. Any objections? No? Okay, then I'm gonna click it.
All right. You arrive just before the ship arrives, so you have some time before the tracker starts going off in this area. But you'll have to keep an eye on it, of course, to make sure that it goes off.
Yara's gonna stick to that thing like Guru on her savant. Just keep it going.
All right.
Sin is looking around and is mildly disgusted.
Yeah, a lot of the gas can combine with yours. It's kind of choking up your joints whenever you have to
Do you
pass
want a
in the
spacesuit,
outside.
Sin? You look a little hazy.
Is always wearing a spacesuit by default.
I am a spacesuit.
I guess that's fair. I mean, one with a proper lid thing?
It's not necessarily the pollution, even though it is rather revolting. Everything is just so bleak and gray and dingy.
It's
Rather
great.
upsetting.
I love this planet. I'm home.
I'll be honest, Gervalt, your planet smells kind of bad. Real
Planet's
bad.
stinky.
Like, it gives me a headache if I didn't have the suit on.
Typical. Can't appreciate a sign of great industry and growth. We have maintained, despite our paltry resources, we have single-handedly held the Quan Gate until the treacherous backstabbing of the Yordian Federation forces attacking us. Like, we alone initiated the galaxy's rebellion against the Lazax, and the thanks we get is the lack of appreciation is palpable.
Where's the green?
There's not a lot of green. Even below where the fungus is harvested, the fungus is rather gray as well. It does not produce via chlorophyll.
I will gather specimens. At the opportunity, of course.
Sure. You head off into the nearest transport tube. And
Just walk away?
I just meant everybody.
Oh, okay.
You go off seeking accommodations. You pass by mostly Letnev, though this city is home to not just Letnev. It's in fact the only place where non-Letnev are allowed without exceptional reasoning.
We're in North Korea.
Kind of. This is their sort of liaison to the outside world and the entry point to the inner workings of their planet, because all of the other Letnev live below the planet's surface. That is why they have developed with pale skin and white eyes, and an irritation for sunlight.
Isn't there a theory that North Korea has a whole underground base thing going on? So it is kind of like North
I don't
Korea.
know.
That I have no idea, but sure.
Japan has actually historically had is like only Portuguese are allowed, and they're only allowed in this town. So this is pretty similar to post-Perry Japan.
Good old xenophobia.
Yeah,
Right.
Get out.
As you guys are heading to the nearest transportation tube, you are met with another customs official that is checking all of your identifications. Everything seems to be in order. Thraz takes a few moments to get Thraz to pass through, but he's fine. You guys are asked to stand in a nearby area while they verify your identities. This is unusual. This has not happened before for you, Gervalt, when you've been to your own planet before.
Obviously, but do I find it suspicious? Do I find it normal because I'm surrounded by non-Letnev, or do I find it suspicious because this is not normal procedure?
It's not normal procedure, but it might just be because you have all these weirdos with you.
Ah, okay, so it's hard for me to suss it out.
Yeah. I suppose, what type of check would this be? I guess there's not really any check needed. Do you want to act on this at all?
I guess I'll just want to ask. It's hey, it's just go whisper. Is is it because of them, or is what's the issue here? I thought we got clearance already.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We just need to clear a few things with one of the members of your crew.
I'm gonna smack my forehead in that the Leslie Nielsen movie. Ah.
I'm gonna need you to make a vigilance check, and this is going to be, we'll say, difficulty 1.
Okay, better than. Better not fuck this up. Okay, good. I've been
That's
rolling
good.
pretty poorly tonight.
You recover a strain, which is good as well.
Mm-hmm.
This person is nervous while saying this to you. It seems that there is something wrong, and he seems more nervous because he's talking about you. You are the member of the crew that their name got flagged.
Oh shit.
Let's take a
Oh.
quick 5-minute break. I'm going to refill my water. But you guys
I
can
will-
talk amongst yourselves unless you guys are also taking a break.
I mean, I could use some more hot chocolate, but I also want to make note that Sin is keeping his lance nearby.
I'm useless in
Understood.
combat. I'm just focusing on the tracker. I'm gonna be
I
right back
have-
too.
You have what?
Oh, I was just gonna say most of my weapons, I assume, with me.
Sure.
Yeah, no one confiscated anything.
They haven't
Not yet.
like removed them yet.
Not yet. Anyway, I'll BRB.
Yeah.
5 minutes or so.
Oh boy, this is gonna end badly. You know what? I'm taking a Z-tab now. I'm getting stressed.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, as a response, I took a Z-tab. I'm getting stressed.
I mean, that's fair. You're sitting like in this cramped little space with your compatriots who you've just barely known. Thraz is visibly irritated, but trying to keep his cool with a little breathing exercise. You're just like kind of twitching your leg, and then you just look at your jumping knee, and you stop the knee with your mind. It takes that much effort, and then you like kind of fumble around in your pocket and take out a Z-tab and down one. All right, is everybody else back?
Not
Yeah.
yet, I don't think.
All right, we can wait. How's all our lurkers in chat? I don't get to talk to you guys while I'm talking to these bozos.
God, I hope I don't have to shoot somebody.
I do.
The door just busts down. Everybody get down on the ground!
And we were like, finally!
And I don't get to use the soundboard as often either, because I'm always like building rolls and stuff.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
For
this
me.
is this game is pretty GM intensive.
It is. It is.
There's no thing that you're like, whatever, just automate it and like just let the macro handle everything.
Yeah. In person, it would be a lot easier. I could, like, if I needed to make it easier, I could force you guys to build your rolls.
Well, I was gonna say also, like, being in person, you could be like, make a discipline roll against each other, or the ones that compete, and all you have to do is just look at the other person's character, so it makes them interact.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be easier for you, mostly because I feel like someone's always going to be like, no, the roll's broken. It's like, what do you mean the macro's
Yeah.
broken?
I'm
Because
back.
it always happens to one of us.
Yeah.
It's mostly me.
All right.
I wasn't pointing your fingers. It's just like, it always happens to someone.
I
It doesn't
know.
matter who. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're just waiting on Sin and their hot chocolate.
What? They're getting hot chocolate?
Yeah.
That's
Fine.
what they declared.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Allie-
go make Valentine's Day candy, so
Oh,
I'm gonna get
Valentine's Day is over.
Yeah, but I mean, we went
we
to
celebrate the
we
day
celebrate-
after.
we celebrate discount candy Eve on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Sinbad!
Ah,
No, Allie's gone.
as is tradition.
I got
Allie
ice
is now
cream.
visiting me, it looks like.
Also, just for the sake of clarification, Shane, Sin was not hitting on you.
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that was just a tweak or whatever, right? Like a twitch.
Okay, yeah, it's
Oh, what, the
Zaldan
purring?
Rock wouldn't notice, trust me.
okay, yeah, it's
They're kind of a bird
get-
brain.
and Sin, I think, picked it up from one of the other characters in his backstory. I have like 3 NPCs ready to like whip out whenever we need something. So
That's nothing. Gervalt's got 6.
none of them are named, but so I'm working on the names.
I gave them names if you want
Oh,
me
okay,
to.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't know if they had names or not, but I prepared names just in case.
Yeah, I made them. I basically made them informationless as possible, just so you could fill it in. But yeah.
Okay. You are kept here for some time. A few minutes becomes an hour. Does this change what you guys are doing?
What
No.
were we doing before? Just sitting
Waiting.
in the cell?
They were told to. It's not even a cell. It's like a side room with
Reception?
nothing but like chairs and maybe a few magazines that are.
It's a
talking-
reception area.
Yeah, it's just a reception area. It's like a
Can-
doctor's office lobby.
We're finally hooked up to a network system, right? But a lot of it's like behind a firewall and stuff, I'm guessing. Is there at least like, a basic sort of like laws and regulations like website I could at least look through?
If there is, you'll automatically be
Sure.
censored. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, like you'd have access to like a basic sort of like, here are the rules to follow sort of thing. So could I like do a knowledge to kind of look through that?
I will say, sure. I don't think it needs a roll. You just
Alright.
access it, and they do have rules about accessing the network, and about the city in general. Like no outsiders, like foreigners outside of the city of Farouk. There are checkpoints at every location. There are checkpoints, and we will find any outsiders trying to leave Farouk City without a valid reason and without valid documentation. There's information on the network that says you are only allowed to access the network for these reasons and these reasons only. Mostly kind of dictating all of the kind of stuff that should be illegal. But also it's a little more strict. No posting any they're kind of trying to regulate everything, including what you post and where you post and stuff like that. Imagine that SOPA was passed here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we allowed to talk freely? Is there anybody in the room with us that we can see?
Or cameras. Or other things listening.
There are cameras.
Mm. I can stand in the way and stare at the camera.
There are cameras. There are people outside of the room.
Oh.
And nobody else inside of the room.
How many cameras are there?
We'll say 2.
Fuck you. Is it enough where I can stand in a room and cover both of them with my hands?
Weirdly enough, the cameras are not right next to each other.
I will
Oh my god.
sit somewhere in the corner and just be still for as long as needed.
Sin goes up to the commander and gets a little bit close and says, like, very whispered, sort of voice. And it's like, Commander, is there any chance that on your documentation you have put a military rank that the Dev would not necessarily agree with?
All my paperwork should be official government paperwork. It should not be a problem.
Ah, okay, understood.
If anything, I'm gonna point toward the cat, and these two. I'm gonna point my fingers at the shepherd and Zoldenrock and Thraz. It's like those are most questionable.
Hey, I mean, come on.
You've already supposedly had something beyond my knowledge, and it complicated this journey.
Listen, we got past it. The customs official let us through. What are the chances that they, escalated the situation?
Very well. We do not need any more surprises.
Commander, is there any chance that there are some irregularities with your perception of the world, with another being's perception of the world?
No.
Okay. And Sin sort of was like, well, I would not like to dally here too much longer. What do you suggest we do?
The tracker hasn't picked up
So-
anything, right?
The tracker has finally picked up stuff.
So we need to get out of here, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
It has just gone off, I will say.
So I do have a meta knowledge thing. This is not in character, but the Sin can actually just kind of sort of see what the hell is going on from the once per session or encounter ability. That's the pulse thing, the ethereal perception thing.
Oh, wait, hold on, what?
I can do what?
I have an ability? And what, my character sheet?
Fuck you,
You're
I've been
not-
taking detailed notes and I've been trying to master this. I don't know what this is.
It's okay, I forgot.
Okay, let me look at the.
Oh, ethereal
Calm.
awareness.
Gervalt needs to do a medicine check to unlock Sin's potential. Just beep boop, push a few buttons, vertebrae, and it just now you can move freely.
To talk
Yeah.
about my perception of the world, why don't you just use your perception of the world?
Yeah, so
Be
it's-
calm, and then you just jump out
It does
the
cost a
window.
story point, but it's once per session incidental. That's long range. So you just have a radar pulse once per session. If you
Sin's
want
a
to
space
know,
dolphin.
I would be very interested, but okay, yeah, let's. And also, if there are any vents that Sin can break out of, how he's looking for an escape option
Yeah,
and
that'll-
particular barriers. So
this-
ethereal awareness. I'll
yeah,
spend a
this
story
includes
point.
the concealed enemies, hidden passageways. You know everything
All right,
in that pulse.
you just kind of glance back and forth. You kind of stand behind Shepherd, and then you just bow your head a little bit, and then there is a rush of almost wind in the room as your form spreads out ultra thin, spreading through the ventilation and quickly surging out through the immediate area and then rushing back to yourself. Feels like you're spreading out to explore and touch every surface in the room. To everybody else, it just seems like an odd breeze. They don't detect any colors when you're spread out this thin. You detect that there is one guard outside, there are not really any hidden areas in this vicinity. There's ventilation pipes, though, connecting everything. They do have a good ventilation system and rather robust, since they have to deal with being on a polluted planet and largely below the surface. So they have a highly advanced ventilation technology. You do note that there are some people that are talking in another room. You can... Let me read the thing again. I want to see, like, how precise it can be. Like, do you have sight, or do you just feel everything?
Ooh.
Become aware
It's
of
awareness.
everything that is currently within long range. Okay.
Why would you want that? That's ooh.
Why?
You become aware of two figures talking in another room that you guys had passed on the way here. And outside of that room, there are no less than 10 Letnev soldiers.
Okay, out of character, damn, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In character, I'll say, Commander, there is one guard outside the door. There are two having a conversation in a room that we passed by, and it is covered by no less than 10 protective guards. There is a rather robust ventilation system.
It's like,
Feels good.
Good. Like it needs to circulate the air out. But I guess the question is,
Why are they there?
Like the 10 guards, like from my experience in the military, like would I be aware of like any significance, like breaching team, like an assault, like is it like a SWAT team, like that kind of
After
thing?
a quick interrogation of Sin, I'm going to have you make a... let's do knowledge culture. I'll call it difficulty 2, but I will give you a boost because this is your home turf.
Also, I am going to spend a story point as well.
Oh yeah, cool.
Because I do not want to cause problems.
I've upgraded it.
Okay, knowledge culture.
Ooh, a triumph. And an advantage, so you can take away a stress. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your triumph. After describing like how these guys are equipped, you rest assured that this is not a breach team, though it is no less stressful for you guys. There is, and I don't know how to tell you this, but there is a high-profile military character outside of the door. And the reason that they're probably in proximity to you becomes immediately relevant to you before their approach. This is Admiral Ralowin Kerith Arkrai, your older brother.
Huh. It's like, shit. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ugh.
You seem to be distressed. Your eyebrows wiggled. Is there something wrong?
Yeah, the Letnev like pops in another Z-tab and like pinches the space between his nose or above his
Do you need
nose.
a Z-tab, Commander?
No, that's gonna deal damage to me. Knock it off. Stop giving me drugs. You supposed
You
doctor.
haven't taken a Z-tab yet. You'll be fine for the first dosage.
I actually did during the break time.
Oh,
He had his own.
guard your mustache.
He has his own stash.
Personal stash.
All right. After a few moments of breathing room, there's a knock on the door, and then the door opens. Two military folks in rather regal outfit step into the room and are followed by a very, very well-dressed Letnev man. He has a massive, like, set of, like, robes flowing down from his shoulders. His shoulders, which have, like, these great golden, like, duranium spikes that are, like, sweeping forward in an arabesque sort of swoosh. and he has like tons of medals like weighing down both of the like pockets on his uniform. And he steps into the room slowly and just kind of looks around.
I'm gonna stand up, do a salute. Commander Gervold, Arkrai.
Ah, brother. I am, for the benefit of the others in this room, Admiral Rallowin Kerith Arkrai, and you should be humbled in my presence. You are in the room with the most powerful man in Farouk right now. I hope that that sinks in for all of you. Now, Gervold, your name popped up. I didn't realize you were returning so soon to their planet. What brings you back from your mission on Arcturus?
I'm still working on my. I'm still doing what was requested of me. I'm looking around the others gathered around me, so I'm not saying much. It's like rest assured, my loyalty and my mission has not gone astray.
Good. Good. And I assume that this crew you're traveling with pertains to it somehow?
Yes, I believe so.
Good. Well, quite a motley crew. I have not seen any Titans or Creus grace our planet.
I did not choose the crew compliment. It was chosen for me, unfortunately.
Back to the days of taking orders rather than giving them, are we?
Of course, my loyalty always lies with the barony.
As it should, Gervold Rondis Arkrai. I just wanted to extend my salutations. Make sure that you knew that I was aware of your presence on the planet. Don't get into any trouble while you're here. Yes?
Of course, and allow me to offer offer a little consultory gift. And I'm going to just, if I may, I'm going to say.
Of course.
I'm going
It
to approach.
is not necessarily expected of family, but certainly welcome.
Okay, I'm going to approach. I'm gonna bow, and hopefully I can do like a sleight of hand to hand open the data crystal.
Oh. A progress report?
God damn it! It was just my couple of concerns organized in proper fashion.
I'll look into it, but I'm sure it's helpful. I'm sure you've been very busy on Arcturus. He glances again over your strange crew.
I'm sweating like fucking crazy right now. This is an ice planet, but I am feeling.
Do visit your sister and mother and father if you're in the area. They're still retired on Ren Terra. But I'm sure they miss you dearly.
I am rather surprised, but I shall do so, if you say.
And try not to linger here for too long. We don't need your interference. Mucking things up.
Of course.
Good. Good. We understand each other. I have a copy of your crew manifest, and I'll be making sure you don't get into any trouble here in Farouk. I am staying here for a bit after all. That is my fleet of dreadnoughts up there. He points, upward, just generally, even though there are no windows in this room. He's referring to the fleet of dreadnoughts positioned outside of the city.
We get it. Your dick is big and you're very pretty. Can you leave now?
I assume that's not in character?
That is definitely not a character.
If Sin had eyes, they would roll them so hard that they went into the other dimension.
No, okay. The Sin's eyes are rolling, but they're like little tornadoes.
Is this gas all spinning forever?
It's tumble dry.
Nice.
Very good. I suppose that's all that I need from you. If you need anything of me, you can always reach out. My, extension has not changed.
Understood.
Have my, compliments. My men will hook you up with accommodations befitting of your stature. He smirks.
Thank you.
So a tent.
At ease, my gentleman. He turns and kind of swishes his cape, and it trails behind him as he walks out of the room. All's no trouble, he calls after himself, and the military people give a salute and then follow him out. The one remaining guy that was behind the door for you guys earlier comes in and says, "You guys are free to go."
Understood. Thank you. I'll just make haste.
I would like to
look
know.
the tracker.
I am very tall. I hope accommodations meet my height as I was sitting. I do not believe he recognized how tall I was.
Yeah, well, looks like you've got some accommodations in a residential suite. So if you go to this address, you should find everything has been taken care of. Apparently on the bankroll of the Admiral.
Sin
Please.
says, Commander, you must be very important for the Admiral to pay you a personal visit. Usually one has to go and see such important people.
Believe me, this is not the most ideal of situations. Do try not to make the trouble for yourselves or for me.
If there's anything else that we can get for you, don't hesitate to ask, but we've certainly kept you here waiting long enough. You can continue. On your way.
Sin walks out.
In a hushed voice, Shepard also looks to Groval. I'm certain he said that he was powerful, but I am 97.3% certain that I am more strong than he is.
I highly doubt that.
I slowly get up and I'm just like, hierarchy never changed.
Tracker.
Oh yeah, because you're anti-authoritarian. I forgot about that.
Yeah, kind of.
But
Bird of a feather flock together.
Not him.
The tracker said we picked it up. Is it landing in a bay? Should we go spy on it?
It has landed, and it has gone through customs. It is probably hanging out in a hangar right now, if I had to venture a guess.
Okay, actually, the guard, I want to say procure us a rental vehicle, discreet.
Of course,
Go to
Commander
Hertz.
Gervalt Rondas Arcry. I will be right on that.
I feel like, depending on what they haul, we might need a way to haul it back. And also, we probably need to track them down and such, so I'm doing
The
a car
tracker
rental.
is on the ship, so the ship is what they need to get into the thingy. I was just thinking maybe we do a quick spy on their vessel to see how things are going.
You want to actually go to the vessel itself.
I was going to ask Sin to do it, but yeah.
Alright.
At least check out the hangar. Do it nonchalantly, discreetly.
Yeah, don't move in a large group.
Yeah.
How?
Would you like me to? And Sin sort of flutters his veils.
Just to check out and see if you see any movement, like if all of a sudden they're greeted by some sort of welcoming party, or there seems to be a lot of activity.
Noted. I will be in communication. And he taps his comm bead and then skulks off.
I'm gonna keep focused on the tracker, guys. Maybe I should stay with our ship then for until we get our alternate vehicle.
I feel like if we want to be discreet, I should probably stay with the vehicle.
I just want to stay by my computers or stuff.
So, okay. So my idea is this. Correct me if I'm being wrong. I feel like Shepard is obviously the most noticeable one by far. So, whatever non-essential things that we want to distract with, Shepard should be with that. So, in my opinion, Shepard and Sin should never meet because that'll draw attention to Sin. We don't want that. Zaldenrock is also relatively stealthy, so I feel like he should be like the secondary backup support. So I feel like Zaldenrock can probably be alone. Maybe.
I love that.
No, I want you're capable. I want you to be either accompanying Yara or Thraz, one or the other.
Maybe keep an eye on Thraz.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think Thraz was going to just sort of hide out in the ship, do his own business. Like, we don't need to accompany him. He has his own shit to do. We have a mission.
I mean,
Right.
yeah. The only reason why you would want to be indiscreet is so that he can actually sell his shit. Or, I could just stick with him. And that makes it harder for him, or
I don't
know.
I don't want to worry
None of it
about
matters.
Thraz. I kind of
Yeah.
want to focus on the mission objective.
You
Okay,
don't need to
because-
worry about me. What I'm worried and concerned about is Mr. Pointy Ears over here. You didn't tell me that you were related to the most powerful man on Arc Prime. Second, maybe to the Baron himself. Was this something you intended to share with the rest of your party?
No.
Maybe something you wanted to share with somebody that was, I don't know, smuggling crates of illegal goods? They probably are scrutinizing our manifest. They're probably following up with that customs official now.
If the Barony's forces are doing their job, you'll be scrutinized regardless. We do our work very well. And we
Wouldn't
strive
that
for
come
perfection.
down on you?
It's going to come down on the person in charge of this mission, I think. How are they going to like it if, I don't know, the Admiral's brother was doing a smuggling op with a bunch of foreigners? Won't that look poorly on your reputation here?
Only if they write it down.
We could always throw Thraz under the bus if it comes to that.
Or
Oh.
we could say that Thraz needs to start moving merch quickly.
Right.
I'm gonna say this is like, as far as I'm concerned, I am merely a passenger.
Listen, if I'm going down, I feel like you're going to go down too. That's just a feeling that I'm getting. I don't know if you're getting that feeling, but I'm trying to impress that feeling upon you.
I have heard a rumor that Gervault is a Mentak mole, working in conjunction with the New Letnev Union to create unrest and even take over the Arc Prime after removing the Baron.
Wait, you're one of the terrorists?
I'm gonna grab Thraz by the collar. He's like, how dare you? Don't you ever associate me with them.
I wasn't the one that said
Oh.
that. He was.
He can only. He can't reach my collar.
Oh, was that? I just thought he was delusional.
I thought he was a spy for the Letnet.
Yeah.
I also assumed he was just a spy for the Letnev.
Oh, that was my rumor. I used my rumor.
Yeah.
Well, certainly, you have a lot of reputation preceding you.
mean,
Not the
you-
least of which being your brother, but maybe I just go on my own way, and maybe you can use some of your influence to point them away from my cargo. How about we try something like that?
Be subtle about it.
You kind of drop him, and he just kind of pats himself off.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we understand each other. Graz stalks off to the hangar.
All right. I say I don't trust what's going on, but you know what? Nolly, keep a track on keep an eye on the ship.
Okie dokie Loki.
I don't Thraz cannot be trusted. All right. So, okay, I think Yara, Zaldenrock, and Shepard and I should group together. Sin should be during the infiltration.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Sure.
Since it's fairly close by, and the rest of you are going off to find your accommodations or whatever. Or wait for the
Yeah.
hauler as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you wait for a little bit, but you get accommodated with a nearby map and you start looking for local areas that might be of interest to you guys. Sin, you head off to the hangar. There's lots of people in these hangars. It's quite busy, and customs is rather tight. It would be impressive to get past all of these guys completely stealthily. So, are you going like full stealth, or are you kind of like waiting until you get into the hangar and then trying to hide? It kind of depends on how many witnesses you want.
I was going to try, because I don't necessarily want to like break in.
Yeah, you're
It's
just
more
like
like just-
observing.
I'm just gonna like mosey on back into the hangar
It's
because
get
I
into
am
the
allowed to
parking
be
lot
here.
without people noticing that you stayed a bit longer than you should, type thing.
Yeah.
And of
I'll-
course, they are aware that a Kryus that looks like you has interacted with them before. It would be unusual for you to be here. So you are hiding from them specifically.
Yeah, I'm hiding from our targets. I'm not hiding from. So, my plan was I would go back into the hangar location, duck behind some crates, stealth, and then find our particular targets. That was my plan.
Okay. It's rather busy in there. I'm going to upgrade the difficulty once. Just using a story point. And you may roll stealth.
Okay. And because I have these. Okay, I'm going to roll stealth. Hold on. How exactly does my stealth weave work?
Isn't it like you get a boost or something?
While wearing covert armored skin, your character adds 2 successes to the results of stealth check they make, and adds 2.
So checks to perceive you.
Yes.
So you're making the stealth check, so just add 2 successes to this check.
How do I add successes to it? Sorry, I'm a fool.
Technically, you can do it in the line, like the empty area after stealth, like in the skill entries. You can put like
1S.
Well, it's 2 successes, right?
Yeah, so 2S.
2S.
Yeah. And that should add 2 successes. Oh, well, I guess it didn't do it right. But we can assume that there's 2 more successes beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 advantage, so you can recover a strain.
Yay!
It's rather crowded in here. But you are able to get fairly close to the hangar without them noticing. There was a bit of a close call as one of them kind of like did a double take, thinking they maybe saw like the glowing of your armor. But you quickly make it look like it was just a TV screen or something instead. The Letnev goes back to work, and you can see them unloading the massive crate onto a hauler. It looks like they are going through like a sort of an industrial warehouse exit and heading directly onto one of the transport tubes so that they can just go off to their destination. Hopefully the tracker still works, at least on the surface of the planet. You should be able to keep an eye on it from that, using that method.
Can I say that I make note of this particular hauler's, like, which tube it entered into and its, like, license and registration
Identifications
number?
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can keep note of that.
Okay. And I communicate with the rest of the party. It's like, they've loaded the package into a hauler, and this is where they're heading.
All right. Is there anything significant about the area that they're hauling to, like a general direction?
I mean, it's mostly just away from the hangar at this point. There's no way
Okay.
to tell until they finally stop moving. And they might be taking a longer trip than usual to make sure they weren't followed. After all, they were attacked.
All right.
Would it be worth, y'all, for me to try and sneak onto use a story port and try and sneak onto the transport?
I think it'd be pretty cool. You're gonna die, but I think it'd be pretty cool.
The
life of a rogue.
Okay, so Gerhal
Yeah.
says yay. How does everybody else say?
Giving
Yeah.
into their computer system.
Okay,
I mean,
can
I can't stop you, but be safe.
I'll bail if it gets too hairy.
Sin is asking to be like saved right now. He's like, I can't save you. He's like, no, please save me. Please stop me from doing this.
No, it's
We
I
try
am
to stop.
happy and willing to do this. I'm just because I'm dumb doesn't mean
To be
Sin
fair,
can do it.
being an infiltrator by itself is a dumb job that one should never do. So don't worry about it. Your job
Okay.
is dumb from the start.
Okay, I was doomed from the start. Okay, I'm gonna try and break onto their truck.
All right.
Or, like, get loaded in wherever the cargo is and just, like, hold on to the top of the car. I don't know.
You make your way to an overhang. The hauler needs to go through like a small customs area, and there's like a line that's built up because of all the bureaucracy in the way. You're able to get to a high vantage point, and as the truck is entering the transport tube that goes along the ground of the planet, you leap on top of the hauler. Let's call that using a story point to have gotten... Whoops. It's me using a story point. There you go. We accumulated too many story points. There's 6 of you and 1 of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
There we go. No, wait. Yeah, okay. So, you leap on top of the hauler. You already succeeded at stealth, so I don't think I'm going to make you roll again. It speeds off down the tubeway, and you're going to be going around for a while. The rest of you guys, you've rented your hauler. You're able to pick it up in the city once you get your way in. There's a transport that leads deeper into the city. You are going to a residential building at North Hollow, which is kind of, it descends into the earth a little bit, but it is in one of the residential spires. And you zoom off there. You've found some other areas nearby. There aren't a ton of restaurants, if they can be called that. Most of them serve fungus, but a lot of them serve like random imports from outside, but most of them use meager portions and rather plain and not very innovative spices. It's
How dare you turn us into the British?
It's very beige.
It's very beige and gray, but there are some foreign things that have made it into the Letnev diet. There's an entertainment sector nearby, though it's shady at best. There is a fortress nearby, as there tend to be most of them in this area. It's kind of punctuated by this huge statue that you can see from anywhere surrounding it. This huge trapezoidal structure is like capped with a statue of the current Baron, which is Baron Daz Amisiel Werquan III, which is another long-ass name, so I will put that in the chat.
Why does everyone have long ass names?
Because this is how the Letnev are.
But the bird people are like that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Bird
But we
people
have
like
to earn
because
that shit.
they're doing it for the deed, like to show like this is what
Mm.
they've done. Baron A just like, no, we need to stand out.
Yeah.
Also, it's like the Shikrai are like fine with you just using one name for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's more just like if you're introducing
Mhm.
yourself or like trying to show everybody all your deeds. The barony consider it an insult if you use only one of their names.
They're
Anyway.
very easily offended.
So since we just say captain all the time, that's why he's done with us already, Gervalt.
Yeah, I mean, they understand that other cultures